guys, welcome to Programmer Geekz. Today we are going to talk about the nested if statements in C language. So, if you haven't watched my previous video on if-else statements, please go and watch it. Otherwise, you won't be able to understand anything in this tutorial. So, the ideas of nested if-else is very similar to the standard if-else. Nested ifs means that an if statement within another if statement. So, just consider this. Suppose you check one condition and now you need to check another condition if that previous condition turns out to be true. This is when you use nested if-else. The general form of a nested if-else is as follows. So, if condition 1 and inside this if condition 2, so code block. So, this code block will be executed if and only if both the conditions, that is condition 1 and condition 2, are true. Okay. And a whole else to counter the nested if. So here we'll write a whole else to counter this. Even you can write the else here to counter this if, this condition 2. Okay. So that's nothing to bother about. So I think this might be getting a little complicated. So let's learn this by an example. So as an example, we will check the greatest among three numbers given by the user. So let's start our today's code. So now, let's first discuss the logic of our code. We'll be having three numbers and we are going to check which one is the biggest among those three. So let's give our numbers some names like A, B and C. So first, we will check if A is bigger than B. If this condition turns out to be true, then it means that A is bigger than B. Then we will check another condition if and only if the first condition is true. The second condition we will be checking is if A is also bigger than C. If this second condition turns out to be true, then it means that A is biggest. But if this second condition becomes false, it means that A is bigger than B but is not bigger than C. So C is the biggest. Now, if the first condition turns out to be false, it means that A is not bigger than B but instead B is bigger than A. So, in this case, we will check for another condition. If B is bigger than C or not. If this condition turns out to be true, it means that B is biggest number. But if this condition turns out to be false, it means that C is bigger than B, and as B is already bigger than A, C becomes the greatest number. So, it's too much of talking and less of coding, so let's put this logic to program. So, here we have hash include str.h and void main, and now we'll be taking any three variables, int A, B and C. So, let's just write a statement, enter three numbers. Okay, so it will be, scanf, %d, comma, ampersand a. And we'll just copy and paste it right here, percentage in C. So now, for the first condition, if A is bigger than B or not, if this condition turns out to be true, we'll be checking if A is greater than C or not. So if this happens, it means that printf A, okay, now let's just write number. Biggest is %d, comma, A. Okay, but if the second condition turns out to be false, we'll be writing in else part, else. So it means that C is biggest. Biggest is %d, comma, C. Okay, semicolon right here. And now we'll have a whole counter else. So inside this else, we'll write another if B is greater than C or not. If this condition turns out to be true, then B becomes the, biggest number is %d, comma, B. But now, if so happens that B is not greater than C, then printf biggest number is %d, comma, C. Okay, so now let's run this code. And we'll have all three kind of conditions. So here we have 1, 2 and 3. So biggest is 3. It means that C is the greatest number. Now let's check another 3, 2 and 1. So here biggest is 3, which means A is the biggest. And 2, 3, 1. So biggest is 3. So B is the biggest. So this was a short tutorial on nested if-else. I hope you like it. Because if you do, then don't forget to leave a thumbs up on my video. If you didn't get something, put that down in the comment section. And I hope you understood everything about nested if-else. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys at the next one.